Hillary Clinton tells House panel she had no idea of Epstein's crimes. Hillary Clinton told a congressional panel she had no idea about Jeffrey Epstein's crimes, as she called for lawmakers to question President Donald Trump under oath about his past association with the late sex offender. "I want to see the truth come out," the ex-U.S. Secretary of State said after testifying behind closed doors for hours to a congressional committee investigating Epstein. Her husband, former President Bill Clinton, will testify on Friday. The couple resisted the panel's subpoena, dismissing it as politically motivated, before agreeing to testify as potential contempt-of-Congress proceedings loomed against them. The Clintons and Trump deny wrongdoing in relation to Epstein. After spending 6 hours on Thursday speaking to House Oversight Committee members, Clinton told reporters she was disappointed that the testimony was not made public, "so I wouldn't have to be out here characterizing it for you." She also commended Chairman James Comer for raising a series of significant questions about the nature of the investigation and for hearing her out about the areas she thinks need to be explored. "I appreciated that. I want to see the truth come out, so that was a reassuring way to end a very long, repetitive deposition," she said of Comer. Clinton also said she criticized the Republican members of the committee for not asking any other person they deposed about Epstein or his convicted associate, Ghislaine Maxwell. Bill Clinton has said he had no knowledge of Epstein's crimes, and that he cut off ties with him 2 decades ago. He said their contact arose in connection with his charity work after he left the presidency, and he has voiced regret that he was ever associated with the financier, who died in a New York City jail in 2019. Hillary Clinton released a copy of her opening statement on X ahead of Thursday's hearing in Chappaqua, New York, near the Clinton home. "I had no idea about their criminal activities," Clinton said of Epstein and Maxwell. The statement added, "I do not recall ever encountering Mr. Epstein. I never flew on his plane or visited his island, homes or offices. I have nothing to add to that." She also pressed the House committee in her statement to summon Trump for questioning directly under oath about his name repeatedly showing up in the Epstein files. The Clintons' names repeatedly crop up in the files. There is no suggestion that appearing in the millions of Justice Department documents relating to the late sex offender implies any wrongdoing. Hillary Clinton's testimony on Thursday was abruptly paused due to a photo leak from inside the closed-door session with U.S. lawmakers. Democrats on the committee said the release of a photo taken by Colorado Congresswoman Lauren Boebert was completely against the rules. Boebert said she sent a photo of Clinton from inside the deposition room to a conservative influencer. She told the BBC that it was taken prior to the start of the deposition. Clinton later said Boebert's actions led her team to pause the hearing to ensure that lawmakers would not violate other rules. During a mid-deposition update, Democrats on the committee strongly defended the former Secretary of State to media gathered outside. The lawmakers did not reveal what questions Clinton had been asked so far, instead suggesting that the proceedings had been a waste of time with nothing new learned. Several media members shouted questions about the atmosphere inside the room, but the top Democrat on the committee, Congressman Robert Garcia, was reluctant to go into detail. He said he wants the public to have access to the full, unedited transcript of Hillary Clinton's testimony within 24 hours. He also demanded that Trump testify to the committee, and that needs to happen right now. Congresswoman Yasmin Ansari, a Democrat from Arizona, called Thursday's proceedings a very unserious clown show and accused Republicans of being more concerned with getting photos of Hillary Clinton than actually getting to the truth and holding anyone accountable. In an interview with the BBC last week in Berlin, Germany, Hillary Clinton said of her forthcoming Epstein testimony, "We have nothing to hide. We have called for the full release of these files repeatedly. We think sunlight is the best disinfectant." She maintained that she never met Epstein, but did meet Maxwell on a few occasions. Maxwell attended the wedding of the couple's daughter, Chelsea Clinton, in 2010 in New York. The couple's announcement in recent weeks that they would provide testimony marked a reversal of their defiant position and came as a potential contempt vote loomed in the House. Some Democratic members of the committee voted in favor of initiating contempt proceedings. The Clintons have previously accused Comer of partisan politics in his handling of the investigation. They described the legal summonses as nothing more than a ploy to attempt to embarrass political rivals, as President Trump has directed. They insisted they had already provided all the limited information they had on Epstein and previously submitted sworn statements. A spokesperson for Bill Clinton said they would testify and look forward to setting a precedent that applies to everyone. For his part, Comer said the effort to secure a deposition from both of the Clintons was a bipartisan move to show that noon is above the law. Speaking after Hillary Clinton's deposition on Thursday, Comer sighed.